Well, and it's an easy path. I was talking with a lady in New York about this, that so you don't have a good home structure, and oftentimes that could lead to trouble at school because then you start acting out. But you're gonna look to connect with
Hmm.
someone and to feel like a part of a group
Yeah.
and accepted. And
Art, art's like this, right? Uh, I tell people like, cause some people like, of course, some people has overcame where they came from. There's a lot of people that, oh, look at this guy, he came from here, and look at him now, and he went to college, and you know what I'm saying. Of course, there's those success stories, but if you got a son and he's in the house, right? Everybody on the street is playing football. Everybody's on the playing football outside your house. Everybody's playing basketball outside your house. What do you do? Your excuse is gonna say, well, shit. Everybody plays basketball in my neighborhood. Everybody plays football in my neighborhood. It was only right for my son to go play football or basketball because everybody does it. So of
yeah,
course he's gonna play it. So imagine if coming from my neighborhood, when you step outside your house or you go to school, every single person is gangbanging. Every single kid is doing this. So, but you don't expect me to follow that suit. You only expect me to follow if they're playing basketball or football or doing the right thing. So imagine if everybody outside your house is doing the wrong thing. What you expect? You feel me? A kid to what path do you expect them to go down? You feel me?
this is the Knockin' Doors Down podcast, featuring celebrities, experts, and everyday people who have overcome adversities, including addiction, mental health, and trauma, to live purposeful lives. And that's what Knockin' Doors Down is all about.
This podcast contains the views and opinions of the Knockin' Doors Down hosts and their guests to the show. The content here should not be taken as medical advice. The content here is for informational purposes only. And because each person is sharing their unique perspective, please consult your healthcare professional for any medical questions. Views and opinions expressed in the podcast and website are our own and do not represent that of our places of work. While we make every effort to ensure that the information we are sharing is accurate, we welcome any comments, suggestions, or correction of errors. Privacy is of the utmost importance to us. For those wishing anonymity, people, places, and scenarios mentioned in the podcast have been changed to protect confidentiality at the request of certain guests. This website or podcast should not be used in any legal capacity whatsoever, including but not limited to establishing standard of care in a legal sense or as a basis for expert witness testimony. No guarantee is given regarding the accuracy of any statements or opinions made on the podcast or website. In no way does listening, reading, emailing, or interacting on social media with our content establish a doctor-patient relationship. If you find any errors in any of the content of this podcast or blogs, please send a message through the contact page. This podcast is owned by KDD Media Company.